Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. After learning mathematics, which is Islam, and Islam is mathematics, it stands true. You can always prove it at no limit of time.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever. And I further bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the last and greatest messenger, and his exalted Christ. And I bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the divine reminder in our midst today. I thank you, brothers and sisters, and I greet you in the greeting words of our forefathers. Assalamu alaikum. We want to continue, as we were speaking earlier, about the fulfillment of prophecy in the time of judgment that we are now living in. We must understand, I keep on reiterating, we must understand what time we are living in. We are living in the time of the presence of God. Not a spook, not a spirit, but a real, live human being, a man. God is present in person, and we have proof, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the man who will reveal that proof to the entire world. Brothers and sisters, we are living in the time that God would be present. And the Bible and the Holy Quran, both books, tell us that in the last days, God himself would come. In the book of Thessalonians, I want to read this, because we don't want to accept that a change of worlds is now taking place. We must understand that we are living in the time of a change of worlds, and this change of worlds is in your favor. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the truth is in your favor. We have not known the truth for 6,000 years. For 6,000 years, we have been living in a world of falsehood by a ruler who is a liar from the beginning. That's why Jesus, in speaking in the 8th chapter of John, said that you are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father will you do. He was a liar from the beginning and abode not in the truth, for he is a liar and the father of lies. So now look at the President of the United States today. Now, I don't really have a whole lot against him, because the way I see it, he's about the same as all the rest of them. But look at how easy this man lies. He wakes up lying. He goes to sleep lying. He's a liar. And he don't mind that you know that he's a liar. And when he was elected, everybody knew that the man was a liar from the beginning. So America got the type of leadership it deserves. You was in bad shape regardless of which one won. I think probably he's better than the other person that was running. But still, the man's an absolute congenital liar. And that's what you get. So the Bible teaches us that, let me read, in the 2nd book of Thessalonians, beginning in the 2nd chapter, 3rd verse, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." As I was saying in our last installment, we really don't want a righteous rule. We really don't want to have a heaven if that heaven is not ruled by the same son of perdition that is ruling now. See, this world was given 6,000 years to rule. If you read the Bible, if you understand the Bible and the Holy Quran, and if you look at the teachings of the Bible in the light of the theology of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because you cannot understand the Bible, you cannot understand the Holy Quran unless you look at it through the light of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is what the Master Farad Muhammad, or this is what the Bible was teaching us, that day cannot come unless there be a falling away first and that man of sin be revealed. See, the man of sin couldn't be revealed until the end of his civilization. His civilization is a civilization that is based on falsehood. It's based on lies. So the book says, you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. And the son of perdition must be revealed. There must be a falling away first. What will cause that falling away except that the truth of the man of sin be revealed? See, because you really want to love everybody. And it's kind of natural. Since this man comes from you, since you are his father and mother, quite naturally a father and a mother love their child. So you got real love for this man. But we're not teaching you to hate him. But love is respective of the function of the beloved object. In other words, what I'm saying is everything you love it for what is good for. You can love fire, but you don't love a fire that burns down your house. You can love something that is a poison, but you can't love it for killing you. You love rat poison, but you don't love it to eat because it'll kill you. So you love a thing according to its function. So if you love your mother for what she does as your mother. But you don't love your mother the same way you love your wife, because your wife's function is different from your mother's function. You don't love your wife the way you love your father, because their function is different. And you don't love your enemy the same way you love your friend. They used to say when the Indian would kill the enemy, he would get up and he would say, "Oh God, send me another enemy." He loved his enemy but he loved his enemy for the function that the enemy served as an enemy. Because an American Indian, they couldn't get their feathers unless they killed an enemy. So every time they went up against an enemy and they showed courage, they got a feather. That's what they call a feather in your cap. A feather in their bonnet. And the chief would have a whole lot of feathers, because every time you go up against an enemy, you got a feather. So they would say, "Send me another enemy." So you love your enemy as an enemy. So we don't teach hatred for our enemy, but we don't love our enemy like we love our friend. We don't love our enemy like we love our brother. We don't love them like that. We love the enemy as a function of what an enemy does. I love lions, but if a lion came in this room, I'm not going to stay here in this room, because the nature of a lion will not allow a human being and a lion to be in the same room. The lion got to kill me or I got to kill him. One of us got to die. We can't live here together. Now you let a duck in here. I ain't crazy about ducks. But I'm not going to try and kill the duck because he don't represent no threat to me. I might go get some bread and feed the duck, but I'm not going to try and feed no lion. And there's some lions that are denatured. They're not real lions in that sense. But I'd be crazy to, if a lion walked in here, I'd be crazy to assume that, oh, everything's going to be cool. I got to kill him. He can't stay in here with me. First, I'm going to try to get out the room. But if I can't get out of here, I got to kill him. or he gonna kill me. I know that. So, brothers and sisters, here we are. The second chapter of Thessalonians says that there must be a falling away first. So how will that falling away take place? Well, first of all, we've got to prove that God is present. And this book tells you, the same chapter, in verse 8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. See, God would come, and when God comes, he will reveal the devil. He will reveal the man of sin. And when he reveals the man of sin, then that falling away will take place. But his coming is after the working of Satan. So Satan had a time that he would be able to do all his work. And that's what the Bible teaches you. That 6 days shall you do all your work, and in the 7th day you shall rest. We are now in the 7,000th year of Adam's creation, of Adam's being made, rather. We are in the 7,000th year of mankind's power to rule the earth. So now this man of sin has been revealed, and God revealed the man of sin to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad revealed it to you and I, but you and I have not believed it. But that man of sin must be revealed. That day will not come unless the man of sin be revealed. And when the man of sin is revealed, you will have a true knowledge. And that knowledge of truth will make you free to make a decision which way you will go. Whether you will follow the God of freedom, justice, equality, righteousness, truth, or you will follow the God of falsehood, hatred, enmity, and discord. Which God will you follow? Will you follow the God of righteousness, or will you follow the man of sin? Which one will you follow? You must make a choice today, but that choice must be based on truth. And that truth is not a truth that you will simply believe. That truth is a truth that you must know. He said mathematics is Islam, and Islam is mathematics. So the two are equal. When you say this is the same as that, then you're saying they're equal. So mathematics and Islam are equal. In mathematics, any mathematics can be proved. You can prove mathematics, and you can prove the truth. And the truth that must be revealed and the truth that must be proven is that God is present. And there is proof. There is incontrovertible proof that no one can deny. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan will show this proof to the world. And that's why they fear him. That's what makes the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan dangerous. Is because the truth, if he reveals the truth, and they know that he is the man of God in our midst, they know he is the vicar of Christ in our midst, they know that he is the representative of God and truth on the earth right now today, and they know he is known all over the earth, and they're working at a fever pitch to try and stop the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan from reaching the people. They don't want a man like him telling the truth. They're trying to figure out a way, how can we get him away from the people? How can we take him out of the way? They'd like to take his life if they could, but they can't. A lot of people say, well, he can't be the real man because if he was, they would kill him. He must be working for the enemy. But they never can explain how could he possibly be working for the enemy. If he's working for the enemy, what is he doing for the enemy? They're trying to stop him from teaching the truth to you and I. They know he's not teaching hatred. They know the followers of Minister Farrakhan. We don't attack anybody's synagogue. We don't go around trying to hurt and harm other people. We don't, he's a homophobe, he's misogynist, he's this, he's that. Why? Why do they always say all these things about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that are demonstrably false? But one thing they never say he's a liar. Because that's a charge you've got to prove. If they say he's a liar, then they have to show where he lied. But they won't do that. They won't do that because they know that what Minister Farrakhan is the truth that will save you and I from going down to hell with them. They fear our unity. And they know when you know the truth, you will unite with your own kind. You will unite with your own brothers and sisters. And they will no longer be able to rule you. And there's nothing more frightening to the rulers of this world than the unity of you and I. That scares them to death. But they knew that a day like this was coming. They knew that God would be present at the end of the world. So what they did, they made you and I think that what we were reading or what we were given in the Bible and the Quran was history. That these are things about the past. The people to whom the Quran was revealed, they everything that's revealed in the Quran, they said, well, when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was doing this, this is what this was revealed for. But the truth is, the prophet's life was arranged so that at a certain time when things would happen, that this particular verse or that particular verse would come to his mind. It was all revealed to him at once, but it was written down or it was brought back to him over a period of 26 years. So he received the first revelation when he was about 39 years old, and it went until his time of his death, maybe 62 or 63. But even though circumstances arose in his life that brought certain portions of the Quran out, it was actually meant for the time that we are living in. It was meant for the time of the resurrection of the dead and the judgment of the world, which is now. The Muhammad of the Holy Quran is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Jesus of the Bible is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Moses of the Bible is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Elijah of the Bible is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And all of these men who are mentioned in the Bible and the Holy Quran, they are put there to give us a picture of the last man whom God would raise from the dead. He would pick one from among the dead people and he would come and put his words into that man's mouth. He would teach that man his own truth, his own knowledge, his own wisdom. And if you look at it, where did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad come from? We could not produce a man like that. We could not produce a man with that kind of wisdom. The wisdom that he teaches had to come from God himself. There's no other way it could be done. And that is your virgin birth. Of the virgin birth is really talking about a people who produce a man that is impossible for them to produce. This is a man produced by God himself. A virgin birth. A virgin would bring forth a child. That means a virgin would bring forth the child of God. That God would come and he would, from a people who did not have a knowledge or a wisdom of God, he would produce a man who would have the utmost wisdom that was not revealed to any other people at any other time. That man is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He came from a people who had been made deaf, dumb, and blind. He is your brother. Brothers and sisters, my time is running out. We're going to continue in this same vein in our next installment. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for tuning in to 19 Minutes. You have just heard Shabakhan Muhammad as he bears witness to the life-giving teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Please like, share, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell to be notified when an episode is uploaded. We will see you next time for 19 Minutes, your weekly series appearing every Monday on YouTube at the 1900 hour or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum.